popcorn. We are two niggas spoiling movies. Yeah. Brandon Collins, that's me, and Justin Brown for your movie needs. Medium popcorn. Woo! You haven't seen it, well, we're gonna spoil it. Spoil it in your face. That's your warning. So if you get pissed, it's all your fault. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo.
Hey everybody, it's me, Idris, and I know you're thinking, oh, Idris is here. That means there must be some new and returning Patriots. Well, guess what? You're right. You're absolutely right. Guys, we've got a whole team of Patriots right now, and let's start. Now, for the new Patriots, first up, we have Joel Heinen. Joel, first of all, I gotta say, I love the name Joel. I love the name Joel. For some reason, I felt a little hint of Irish in there. Not sure why. Maybe it's because I'm working on a role where I'm playing an Irishman, but I can't talk too much about it. Either way, Joe, thank you for being a Patriot. Thank you for joining the team and being one of us. Welcome to Patronage. Up next, we have Leo Zendejas. Now, Leo, I'm not going to lie to you. I had to look up your last name. I had to throw it into a translator. He had spoken to make sure I got it right. I do that because I respect you. I respect you because you're a patriot. Thank you for being a patriot, Leo. Thank you for your patronage. Up next, we have Corey Potter. Corey Potter. Harry Potter. But you're not Harry Potter because you're Corey Potter. That means you're a completely different person. Either way, you're a patriot now. You're one of us. Thank you for being a patriot. And last but not least, for the new patriots, we have Leela. Leela, only one name, like Madonna, like Prince, and just one more added to that, patriot. Thank you for being a patriot, Leela. We love you. Thank you for your patronage. Now, we're going to roll over to the returning patriots. We got 3 of them. First up, Sean C. Sean, where'd you go? Where'd you go, baby? My lovely, I need to know. But it doesn't matter because you're a patriot again. We knew you'd come back. Thank you for your patronage. Next up, we have Ronald Jarobi. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. In my head, I flipped up the letters, dyslexia, and I saw jabroni, but I didn't say it because I'm a consummate professional. Thank you for being a patriot once again, Ronald. Thank you for your patronage. And last but certainly not least, we have Mr. Glade. Now, I gotta say, I'm very glad, not glad, but glad that you are a patriot again. See what I did there? It wasn't the best joke, but either way, thank you for being a patriot. Welcome back, and welcome all of you to patronage. So, if you're not already a patronage, what am I trying to say? If you're not already a Patreon member, go to patreon.com/mediumpopcorn, join the clan, and then I'll read your name out. Thank you. Everyone, enjoy the show.
Medium popcorn.
All right. Thank you so much, Aegis, for those Patriot shout-outs. Really appreciate it. And, folks, don't forget, sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/mediumpopcorn, or leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, or you can subscribe to our YouTube page. We got so many things going on that you can support the show. And even if money is tight, because of the holidays and such, you can do it. You can do it, baby. Or you can leave us a voicemail. And that's what some people did. We'll play our first voicemail right now.
How you guys doing? I just listened to your latest episode of Armageddon, and you posed this question: what song we'll listen to as we float into the endless darkness of space? The song I thought of immediately is from The Animals. It's called House of the Rising Sun. It's amazing. I'll play you a little bit of it.
Oh, yeah, it's a dark one.
It's a great song to die to. Peace.
Yeah. Thank you for that voicemail. Oh, man, we got people sending us sound clips and shit. But yeah, I know that song. That's a song where Sharon Stone's having her drug overdose. And Casino. Yeah, that's a haunting song. So thanks for shouting that out. And folks, if you're curious about what this listener was talking about regarding Armageddon, again, sign up for Patreon because it was one of our bonus episodes last month. It's a really fucking hilarious episode. So be sure, again, to sign up. $5, $10, $15. And even though, again, money's tight, we got the $2 tier. So consider that. And then we have another voicemail.
Hey, guys. Joe Kaki from Baltimore.
Hey, Joe.
Wondering if you have any thoughts about the movie The Last Night in Soho. If you've seen it, if you might review it maybe, or barring that, if you can maybe give some thoughts about it next time you, release a podcast or whatever. I'm very interested to know what you think. Anyway, peace.
All right. Thank you for that voicemail, Joe. So we did talk about Last Night in Soho during our 2021 TIFF review episode, which came out, I believe, early October. So you should be able to find that still on all public podcast players or the Patreon as well if you're looking for it. And I think it's towards the later half of the episode. That's when we started talking about the movies that we both saw. And Last Night in Soho was one of those films. Also, if you did enjoy Last Night in Soho, you like Edgar Wright's work, I implore you to check out episode Doug Loves Movies that stars Edgar Wright and myself. I got to meet Edgar Wright. It was freaking crazy. It was awesome, though. I got to make him laugh a few times. So I had a good time. So definitely check that out, folks. And if you're looking to leave a voicemail yourself that we'll play on the future episodes, 347-508-0978. Once again, that's 347-508-0978. Now, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Be safe. And, hope you all enjoy this re-release episode of Soul Food. They're not going to take my leg.
Hey, folks, your host, Brandon Collins.
Guys, and it's Justin Brown.
Here with another edition of Medium Popcorn. We are two niggas spoiling movies.
Yeah.
Mama, you know I love you. You know I love you.
You know I love you.
Mama.
Ooh.
Mama, you're the queen to my heart.
Shit. You just don't know it.
I know it. I know it, man.
I gotta say,
This Boyz II Men song, it makes you cry.
hold on. This is a fucking great ass fucking album. I forgot about this album.
Oh yeah, this album, man. There's so many things about this movie that just made me. Where do we start,
Dude, I mean, they even gave us they're in the fucking movie Milestone with fucking Casey and JoJo and the Babyface brothers. Fucking girl, I care about you.
We gotta play that. Oh no, we gotta play
there
the one
for
the
you.
nightclub scene.
Oh yeah.
With that sexy ass song. By the way, I was like, when Marcus is trying to do his music thing and stuff, and he said, I'm trying to do it full time. And I was like, oh, Babyface and Casey, Jodeci are in this? Yeah, y'all gonna be all right.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty
sure y'all
it's
gonna take
be
off.
okay. He's like, yeah, the guys in the band. Yo, I didn't know that the guys in the band were platinum fucking selling artists. And I guess in this world,
they're not them.
Yeah, but still. Like, and I like how, like, in the things, like, Babyface just sitting on a fucking chair, just, with the guitar playing a little bit, and Marcus is supposed to be singing as well.
Yeah, but it's a little piano and shit. I can't take that nigga seriously, by the way.
No, neither can I. Listen.
Well, why can't you take him seriously?
Huh? It's just something about him that just, there's a look on his face. It's just like, this nigga ain't about shit. But I just got to say
By the way, his name is Miles. We keep fucking
I know Marcus. I don't know why. You said Marcus, and then I fucking went with it, too. It's all your fucking fault.
Well,
hold on.
Okay.
I got to say this, and I'm sorry. People may judge me, but fucking, it's like Babyface got all the looks, because fucking that other brother, when he took off those glasses, holy shit.
It was like when Music Soul Child finally started taking off his glasses, he like, oh, yeah, keep that off.
Do you know the story behind that?
About Music Soul Child?
His eyes? His eye?
No.
When he was a baby, he was he grabbed like a fork or something like that, and they're trying to get the fork out of his hand, and the fork went into his fucking eye.
Woo!
Yeah, he fucking scrambled his own fucking eye balls. I was just like, oh my god, think about that happening to a fucking child. That's fucking crazy.
Oh man.
But
thanks for rocking my world.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking yeah, I think it was like his uncle or some shit like that. Oh yeah.
don't come around for the holidays anymore, Uncle fucking Junebug. It's over. It's over.
Yeah.
But it's so fucked up. When that dude took off his glasses and started singing, I was like, nigga, put your glasses back on. But that's such a hit. I make sure that I
Yeah,
give you
yeah.
quality time.
I don't know which one it is, Casey or JoJo, but one of them got that crackhead croon with the like.
This KC.
You got the crack.
Even though you know that JoJo was alcoholic and that he like lost his voice. That's why Jodeci didn't come back. Well, also Devontae was in
R.I.P.
fucking. No, they're not dead. He's not
Oh,
dead.
no, I just meant R.I.P. to the group.
to the group.
Because, I mean, that's why New Edition struggles, because Bobby Brown out here just trying to...
Well, not necessarily.
telephone, man. You're like, oh,
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. So many things going on.
Well,
there.
which one beat Mary J? Casey or JoJo?
KC.
Oh, nigga.
That little nigga.
Yeah.
Wait.
All my life. Yeah, because you're going to be in jail.
No, he
They
didn't
didn't
go
go
to
to jail.
jail for
They
that.
didn't get in trouble.
But hold on. Did you?
Mary J got a dark past.
Oh yeah, she's been fucked over
Fool
by
just-
a lot of
just-
men.
A lot. Even the new hubby.
Well, yeah.
She did the Burger King chicken commercial, and then everything went to hell.
Spicy chicken, fresh lettuce on top of a pita. Spicy chicken.
What's more offensive, that or the greens, potatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ham, hog?
I got greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes, yams, hams, lambs, you name it. Mary J is 10 times worse than that. I mean, there's a woman singing about it. It's like, hey, man, I could cook all this shit. Mary J is just like, yeah, I'm going to get up in here and just drop these hot bars on chicken. Oh God!
So
it's like, and Burger King, you gonna pay me good money for this shit too? But hold on. Speaking of, there was a fucking video on Instagram of KC riding on the back of his this big fucking security guard throughout the crowd, and then it's like he's like, I think the sing "When You Think You're Lonely Now" that song.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, and he looks over and says, "Give me some of that chicken." And then, the guy holds up a fucking container of chicken. And he takes one out, and he takes a bite. He's like, "When you get hungry." If you have not seen that, if you have not fucking seen that, you know what? That's going on Patreon. I gotta find it. Oh God.
Okay. Real quick, going back to Miles. Michael Beach from fucking Deep Blue Sea too. Mm-hmm. The reason why I don't trust this nigga is because he was in an episode Law and Order SVU called the Down Low, where he killed the main victim who had HIV because he was having a down low relationship with this dude.
Sounds about
and
right.
ended up contracting HIV and then gave it to his wife, his unsuspecting wife. It was crazy.
Sounds like Trapped in the Closet.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
I actually have that Casey and JoJo have that clip, but you just gotta listen to it. It's 28 seconds.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put it on the Patreon, guys, because this is so fucking funny to me. And he's holding the chicken. He starts eating. Give me some of that. This old fucking crackhead. Give me some of that chicken. And you know what? It's just the fact that somebody that made their fucking life. It's like, yo, I was at the concert and I had my fucking 5-piece of Popeye's chicken. Casey asked me for something and I gave it to him.
Yeah,
He was
that's definitely a hood story.
Yeah.
That hood story is being carried down by generations.
Holy shit,
You know,
man.
he was like, Casey was like, tell me it's real. The spices and the giblets.
All my life, I pray for some chicken like this. And Colonel Sanders, baby, he gave me some good tasty chicken.
Which is better, Popeyes or KFC?
I'd say Popeyes.
Me too.
I'd
Yeah.
say Popeyes.
What's the best fried chicken you ever had?
I know you're gonna go with the crack chicken.
Yeah, Ambassador Chicken in East Orange, New Jersey, baby. Best chicken I've ever had in my life.
Man, it's home cooked chicken. Home cooked fried
That home
chicken.
good. That home good.
That home good.
Yeah, the home.
But you have to have a fat auntie.
Well,
a fat auntie.
well, here's
from
the thing.
South.
Here's the thing. And folks, I'm working on some stand-up bits about this. Big Mama had a lot of problems. She had a good heart, but that heart was covered in fat. And also,
she got the sugars.
they were cooking like they were running Sophie's Soul Food restaurant because they had that paper bag of flour and stuff. I'm like, how much fucking flour do you need to make this chicken? But then you realize she's cooking for 20-something people.
No,
People come from all around the country.
No, she's cooking for 8 people.
But still, they were cooking all kinds of stuff. They were cooking full fishes and stuff. Everything was fried.
Brendan, they were doing this every single Sunday. No wonder Big Mama was gonna die.
Well, that's the thing too, right?
Everybody in this family would be dead.
Here's the thing: Big Mama getting sick, right? And then Vivica A. Fox, who looks fucking so fine in this movie. Jesus Christ, we'll talk about that in a second.
Don't let me stop talking. But don't
But-
hold down my Vanessa, baby.
But Vivica A. Fox is to
Sit all
Mama,
on my
to Big
face.
Mama. She's like, Mama, you ain't been watching what you eating. I'm like, first of all, the whole family knows what Big Mama's eating. You think Sunday's a cheat day? She's eating everything consistently. If y'all were really responsible, you would be sending her a Blue Apron box from Monday through Saturday. Sunday, she gets to have the fat shit.
nigga, this was 1997. No fucking Blue Apron.
That's probably, you know what? If young nigga Ahmad was a real person, he'd probably be the founder of Blue Apron because he wanted to save his grandma.
Listen, let me tell you right
With
now.
some balanced meals,
let me tell you.
nutritious food.
Everybody in this movie looked way too good and way too fit to be eating the way that they do on a weekly basis.
Oh yeah, you know Vanessa Williams was not fucking eating some fried chicken.
Oh no,
and yams.
Listen, let me tell you something. Vanessa
With
Williams in this movie, she looked like maybe $110.
Yeah,
she like $110.
Yeah, for someone eating soul food every week, unless she was just picking at the greens maybe and some black eyed peas.
That whole $110 would just be in her ass if she was eating this on a weekly basis. You can't. This is unsustainable. The kids would be dead by the time they're 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, every week this family's getting together, which is crazy because that means nobody ever travels. Like, no one ever is not in Chicago for this big dinner.
You know niggas don't travel. Come on now.
that breaks my heart, man. What I used to get shit on by like black kids in my neighborhood because I traveled so much, and I was like, this doesn't feel right. Because white kids, they would brag about traveling, and then I got black people over here.
I went to London.
And black people over here like shit on me, like, oh, you traveling, nigga? I'm like, what?
you in them passport niggas, huh? You in them passport niggas, huh?
Because you commit a crime, you can go somewhere else. Huh? That's what you're trying to say? You don't just have to squat and lay low.
Okay. You a flight risk, huh, nigga? Okay. Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm gonna go over to the corner. You know where I travel? To the precinct and back, motherfucker. I don't know.
So this whole movie, we follow 11-year-old Ahmad, who's played by Brandon Hammond.
Whatever the fucking happened to him.
Yeah, he disappeared after this. He was in Space Jam and this, and then he just was gone. By the way, the opening credits, did you peep that everyone had like authentic like childhood photos and stuff, right, in the montage for the credits? Except for Gina, who plays the hot-ass cousin, Gina Rivera. It just showed her as a baby and then now. And I was like, what the fuck happened to your teen years?
Hey, man, you never know. Maybe she's adopted or something like that. And, you know, maybe she has a really bad upbringing. She didn't want to go there.
Yeah. All I have to say, but let's just get the creepiness out of the way. You know, this movie got a fine-ass cast when Vanessa Williams is the least attractive sister.
And that is blasphemy.
Nia Long is one of the most underrated, baddest chicks of all time. Soul Food, Friday, House of Lies with Don Cheadle. That Showtime. She was on that show. She looked fine as fuck.
All on my face.
Oh, that'd be more in my face. I would. Oof. I don't even want to get graphic about what I would do.
If you're not ready for the baby, Nia, you're gonna get it.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sorry, it's coming, baby. It's coming. You can't. There's certain women, especially these black starlets. It's like, cause like, oh man. If you can get them, you gotta drop a child. You gotta drop a child.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying this whole time with Beyonce and Jay-Z. They were together for like 10 years before they had their first kid. I was like, Jay, what the fuck are you doing, bro? When you take those hips, you gotta let just go. Just shoot at the club. You already did it before in your past life.
Yeah, you gotta go all in. You gotta see. You know, even if you don't love
Do
it,
you
you
think
gotta say
women feel
fuck
the
it, I
same
love
way?
it, and let it go.
Do you think women feel the same way about brothers? Like, if like, let's say like, right, like, women get to fuck Michael B. Jordan, right? Do you think they're just like, put a baby in
No,
there?
they're wrapping their fucking legs.
Okay.
They're fucking wrapping them goddamn fucking ankles up and doing the ankle jam and just it's over.
Women call in because I really want to like have I want to find a movie that talks about this a little bit about like the different risks that men and women are willing to take for like the primal attraction of somebody.
Dude, I mean,
Is that what Poetic Justice is about? I never saw that movie.
That's what Basketball Wives is about. And Love and Hip Hop is all about people just dealing with the fucking lowest of the low just because it's like, oh yeah, you check all of these boxes.
Yeah.
Because listen,
There's a chick named Sin Santana on Love and Hip Hop New York. God damn.
I don't watch that shit. But I will tell you what I do watch. I watch fucking Soul Food. I watch Vanessa Williams, Vivica A. Fox, Nia Long.
I felt bad
all
for
on the
Vanessa.
screen.
Well, no, what? Here's the thing with Terry. I actually wrote out on Twitter. I was like, yo, is Terry supposed to be the villain of this whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Because she looks miserable from the beginning. She's always telling everybody about how much she pays for everything. And I'm like, that's something that she says to hold it over people.
Yeah.
She's always like, I'm the best educated. I have the most money. And holds it over. But I'm like, that's kind of fucked up to do to your family. Because if you think about it, based on my Big Mama and you learn about her husband, they were always hustling. They were always working. They owned several houses, it seemed like, right?
Yeah.
Because they owned their house that they always have Sunday dinner at. I don't know what the situation was with Lem and Bird, but it seemed like maybe either Big Mama owned that house or at least that house had some relation to the family. I'm like, so you guys were taken care of. Like, it wasn't like everyone was starving in the street growing up. Like, they had a decent upbringing. Like, they looked good when they were growing up.
Yeah, but she's the oldest. She's the oldest sibling, because all girls.
Yeah,
and she's the most successful. So like the fact is like her sister. See, I think there's because she's resentful. The fact that she's so successful. She had she on paper, she's everything everybody wants to be, but she doesn't have the strength of her sister,
and she's not happy.
Yeah, but also her sister, she's amazing.
Yeah,
and she's obviously a looker herself, but then her sister stole her fucking boyfriend.
Yeah, I mean, twice in this movie she gets cheated on.
Yeah,
by family.
Yeah,
Medium popcorn.
Hey, little biscuits and sun-dried tomatoes. Support for Medium Popcorn is brought to you by Manscaped, which is the best men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. I use the Lawnmower 4.0 with the wireless charging. That shit makes my balls run smooth, and y'all know how much I like talking about my balls and my dick, because when I get the 5-star reviews, and now I have Manscaped, everything's coming up Brandon, literally. But yeah, it helps me make sure that I'm refined, I'm clean shaven, looking like Terrence Howard in all the episodes of Empire. And so there's so many ways to enjoy Manscaped.
Guys, it's not just about us. You have 2 million men worldwide trust Manscaped. They trust their balls to Manscaped, and you can be a part of that 2 million too. I said make it 2 million and one because you're a separate person. So we have an exclusive offer for you. You get 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code BUTTER20 at manscaped.com.
That's right. And I know we talked about the men using this stuff, but ladies, y'all can use it too. You could have a little trim bush. We have a little trim bush. Everyone has bushes that are trimmed and nice and smooth. You don't worry about getting, stray hairs in your mouth because you know that your partner is clean shaved by Manscaped. Remember, 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code BUTTER20 at manscaped.com.
Now, let me just throw this out here, Brandon. I remember the days when my balls were unshaved, right? I'm out there, got to do my thing. I'm using a normal trimmer. I got maybe I get myself a little nick. You don't want to show up to a girl's place and you got little nicks in your private regions. Manscaped, you get past all of that because it's there to protect your nuts. It's there to protect your nuts.
Yes.
That's what I love about it.
That's right. I can't say it enough. Get 20% off and free shipping worldwide with the code BUTTER20 at manscaped.com. It supports the show. It supports your health. It supports your hygiene. And it supports your sex life. Come and get some.
Get your balls smooth. BUTTER20.
Medium popcorn.
Yeah, I would be resentful too.
Yeah, you'd be a resentful
I would
fucking
be.
prick.
I get it, but at the same time, she kind of went overboard in the second half of this movie with like calling the cousin that's always in and out of jail to fuck up Lem. Which Mekhi Phifer, I was like, when he gets jumped by the cousin, at first I was like, oh yeah, self-defense, until he pulls out the burner gun, and I was like, well, now nigga, you going to jail instead of this dude beating your ass out of nowhere.
Well, like, why did you have the gun in your waist?
Yeah, that was
anyways?
weird. That was weird. Well, first of all, okay.
But then again, this is Chicago in the 90s, so you better have a fucking gun.
Word. I mean, we the whole wedding at the beginning, right? The whole wedding. I had a few questions because it seemed fun. They have even some good food. The preacher was creepy. I swear to God, I really hope that's not going to be me in like 50 years.
What?
Where I'm just an old man going around talking to women like, oh, yeah, ooh, sister Mary Jo, you looking good, and your daughter's looking good too. I hope I don't become crazy like that.
I told her. Wait, hold on.
I told her, open your eyes, close your lips.
We gotta find that scene where the preacher says that wild shit.
Oh, you mean the prayer?
No, right here.
He's always got something to say or eat.
Oh, Mama Joe, how you doing, baby? How you doing? Oh, you looking so good. Mama Joe, them daughters are looking good too. Oh, especially that Lady Bird. Lady Bird, I was teasing with that little big mama. I said, would you marry the Reverend? She's a Reverend. If I marry, I got to have sex every night. I said, well, put the Reverend down for Tuesday.
What? You were telling her, you said, so you're telling me this young lady said, I gotta have sex every night. It's like, pretty sure she did not say that to you.
I'm pretty sure.
Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, if it was Nia Long-Tan, I mean, she's so bad. Mekhi Phifer fucks her in Big Mama's house in the bathroom, in the bathroom sink.
And everybody's cool
we
with
all
this.
know that thick ass wasn't going to be able to hold up on that sink. But yeah, I'd be plowing her out too, man. This is an attractive cast, man, because this is Mekhi Phifer in his back when he was looking sharp and stuff. The brother who plays Maxine's husband, he looked pretty good too. Everyone's
that's what
a
I'm
good
saying.
looking cast.
The Sunday dinners do not.
Oh yeah, everyone should have oily ass skin and pimples and fucking gout. Everyone should be dying.
The kids should all have diabetes and be overweight.
The only thing that Sunday dinner was missing was Kool-Aid. It was just okay.
Oh shit.
Well, I wrote down with the Sunday dinner, soul food every week. Big Mama needed that no salt. She was just, oh man. I did write down though, this has to be one of the sexiest casts of all time.
Yeah. You know what? Guys, I know we're fucking picking apart. We're making a lot of fun.
We like this movie.
I
we
love this fucking
movie. Right?
movie.
Yeah. I watched it with Tatiana. We were like, we enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
There's some problems with it, but
there's some crazy shit.
It still holds up. Coming out
97.
It still holds up 20 years later.
Now, mind you, and this is one of everybody. I think everybody knows this scene, and we got to play it right now.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Hold on.
I made a stupid mistake. Came in from New York to help my cousin out, and
Well,
I guess I just got caught.
We'll let it play out.
What? Nah, it's all right.
It's all
Got
right.
caught selling a little something.
And
man.
he paid his debt to society, and it's no different from Daddy and his gambling.
You see, in life, we all make some bad choices. My husband was gambling, and yeah, he was bad at it. In fact, we almost lost this house. But I worked on my hands and knees, cleaning up after white folks, taking in laundry. See, you do what you have to do to stay strong. Save the family.
Save the family.
Even if you stumble trying. Now, I'm going to tell you something. One finger pointing the blame Don't make no impact. But you ball up all them fingers into a mighty fist and you can strike a mighty blow. Now this family got to be that fist.
Yes. Yes. I feel like every black family is just like, see, that she's talking that truth.
Yep. See, you hear what Big Mama said, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, what you mean? Big Mama died 20 minutes later? Okay. I mean, she's still right though.
No, actually, Big Mama died about
She
like
dies
an
like
hour later.
Yeah, she dies like about 20 minutes before the end, because she's in a coma the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she says that the father owned a barbershop, a corner store, a bunch of businesses. Like, so he was hustling, man. Like, and that's like another thing. Like, I feel like it's lost. I feel like this is the thing. Like, Tatiana like always talks to me and her, especially her father's side of the family, about generational wealth. And I think the particular issue with black families is there's that one generation that has this crazy work ethic that's around where Big Mama Joe is and where my grandparents are from. I'm not sure, like, I know because I know your parents were a little bit older, right? But I feel like in the 60s, there's a generation of black folk that are like, all right, I'm going to work to do the best I can to take care of my family, make sure they have experiences that I never got to do, and, like, be proud of themselves. But the problem is because there's no historical setup or systems already in place in regards to like lots of property ownership and like having connections with businesses and stuff because of like how you look and just your general family connections and also higher education and all that shit. That wealth that was accumulated by that one generation is in jeopardy because of the lack of structure and like historical context that people have later on. Right? So like Terry later in the movie when grandma gets sick, she's like, we'll sell the house. Yeah. She's just like, I don't want to be burdened with taking care of the house. Versus like everyone else is like, we need to keep this in the family because one, it's important, but also like thinking down the road, like that's something our kids can have and then potentially sell for a bigger profit margin. But because Terry's already comfortable, she's not thinking about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's the stuff that makes me sad because it's so hard to teach that. It's so hard to learn that without making some disastrous mistakes.
Well, you know what?
I
think it's also just the fact is like we're also a people where people can also come in, outsiders can come in and take our wealth away from us.
Oh yeah,
and they'll take your wealth for they'll make a rule so they can just come in and take your shit. And that's just been history is just shown us that it's like what's happening with the the gentrification of basically every major city, especially areas where black people live. They come in and they're just like, yeah, we're gonna change this around and we're gonna kind of force you out. It's not. It's like we're gonna ask you. We're gonna force you the fuck out. Like you don't really have a choice whether you're gonna sell or not. And then like once that's gone, what are you gonna do? Like, there's the whole documentary about fucking how they built the fucking Barclays Center and how they were forcing people out of their homes and shit like that. It's like what are you going to do? Yeah. There's also a system that also is outwardly fucking over people and fucking over brown people, and so it's like there's no way around it.
Definitely. I mean, there's also the history of people like having to take private loans from like shady ass people or like being told like, hey, yeah, you can own this property. You just have to pay me an astronomical amount every month. If you miss one payment, I take back the house. And they would make those payments so high that they knew people would default on them. They would take back the house and just start the cycle over, just hustling black folks.
Well, yeah,
out of property.
I mean, but because the banks weren't giving out real loans. They were fucking predatory loans that were fucking geared just towards us. And then people say things just like, oh, why can't the black community do this? It's just like, oh, I guess you forgot that fucking like the country was set up to fuck us for a very, very long time, and still is in some ways.
Oh yeah, I mean it's everything. It's tough. It's like really tough because like you do what you gotta do to survive. You do what you gotta do to like. That's like how soul food was created, right? Because we had to take the stuff that other people didn't want to eat, and like that's why chitlins is a thing. Even though I stopped eating chitlins because I had a really bad batch one time from Harlem, and that shit. I used to eat chitlins all the time back in Michigan.
I'm good,
and people do not like chitlins.
I'm good. I'm good on that.
What's the one?
So chitlins, anything else soul food related that you don't eat?
No, I pretty much eat everything else.
I like black eyed peas.
I like black eyed peas.
That's they have like a weird crunch to them.
You know what? I think as long as they're cooked right, they're good. Because you got to put a little sauce in there, baby.
A little hot
spice
sauce?
it, a little spice it up.
As I've gotten older, I love hot sauce. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's the black seasoning.
Okay, because when I was younger, I hated hot sauce. I hated hot sauce, but I also grew up in the suburbs, so I was probably like just faking the funk. Like I know what you know what it is. It's because whenever I go to a fucking restaurant, I'll be sitting like at a story, right? And granted, there's a lot of white folks around here, but I'll be like at a restaurant surrounded by white people at a bar, and I'll order some food. It could be like a fucking burger, something that you don't get hot sauce on, and they always give me hot sauce, but no one else has hot sauce in front of them.
It's like, I know you want this. Nico.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That shit bugs me. Anyways, back to the movie. By the way, light skinned brother who was Bird's ex, evilest nigga I've seen in recent memory in a movie.
Yeah, he looks like Christopher Williams.
I wrote down why
Don't
was he at
wake me, I'm dreaming.
Why was he at the wedding?
I'm sorry.
Why was he at the wedding? Same with the hoochie mama that was dancing on the cop 5. I'm like, who invited these people?
Yeah, that
was
was
this
a
an
mistake.
open wedding? First of all, that hoochie mama. I mean, Jesus Christ! The way that dress was just riding up and that ass, I was like, I mean, this movie should have been called Temptation Island because there's, oh my god! I mean, the cousin, what's her name, Faith? Every scene she was in. Ooze sex.
Yeah, she was fucking. She had an Aaliyah outfit.
She was
on
she was
the entire
Aaliyah
movie.
DTF.
Yeah,
and I had a huge crush on Aaliyah. So this whole time watching this movie with Tatiana was very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. I'm glad we sat away from each other because I had a pillow on my lap. I was like, geez, dude. The whole time she's talking to Miles because they have the connection about their music.
Yeah,
and Miles keeps telling Terry like, hey, I think about pursuing music. And he's making good money too. And I'm like, and Terry's just so against it. She's so hardcore about like money management, because it takes the 5Gs out for recording time, which he should have told her about.
Yeah.
But she's just she goes about the wrong approach about talking about the money that he's just like, fuck it, we're going to get different accounts.
Yeah, Terry's my mom.
Yeah. But yeah, he's like, I think I'll pursue it. And Terry's like, that's a stupid idea. And I'm like, see, that sucks because you got Faith over here who's an aspiring dancer and stuff, and who's actually seems like she's formally trained because in that audition she has like actual technique where they were all like she's a stripper.
Match with a little bit of stripping as well.
Well, I mean, but
you got
with that ass, they can't quit. But yeah, it just sucked because it was like if Terry had been as supportive, I'm sure they would have. I mean, they probably already had problems, but I'm sure that would have alleviated some of like the temptation he had to connect with Faith.
Well, you know what? What it really comes down to is just like when you have when you're in a relationship with somebody who does not support your passions. Yeah, it's never gonna work. And it's like you can't. There's no way around it.
What's fucking crazy is that Miles has a plan B. Like, let's say he does music for a year, right? Does music for a year, and this is like where I'm kind of getting at in my career. Like, if you have a plan B where you've had enough experience doing something and have a proven track record, you can take a year off or more to pursue a passion, right? He's a lawyer. There's never going to be a short supply of lawyers, especially in a big metropolitan area like Chicago. He can take a year off. He has more than enough money, it sounded like. Why not let him do it? Like, what does it hurt you? He's not going to impede on your schedule. He's not asking anything from you except your support. What's the problem? That means she never was supportive of it.
He has a fucking studio on the top of the roof and stuff like that.
Yeah, he mad equipment.
Yeah.
He has a fucking 8-track player or whatever the fuck that was.
Fucking the fact that, she's like, I thought this was just a hobby, a thing that you do on the side. It's just like, I built a studio on a roof. That's not a fucking hobby thing.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
That's like with this office here in our apartment. Like, I have all this equipment in this room, and Tatiana's like, I didn't think you were really going to try to do broadcasting for real. like, yeah, this is like my second. This is my second career. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's well, obviously, Terry is very, very fucking selfish. She's very selfish, but the thing is
she selfish though?
she is selfish because she's thinking about her. She just thinks about
And her
herself
marriage.
and her wants.
And her marriage. I think with Big Mama, she always was thinking about Big Mama and like making sure she was the main focus. Like, I think when she was like, I don't want to do Sunday dinner, I think it was less about like I just don't want to do the work and stuff like that, or like bother.
Like, how are we gonna do this without?
I think
Big
she
Mama?
just was like, I don't ever want to do without mom.
You know what? Like when my dad was sick and things like that, so he was in the hospital. Like like Christmas, the holidays just felt weird.
Yeah.
So like we ate and then we went to the hospital, and spent time. But it's just like it's a weird feeling. Like I get that, but like when when your family have been doing something for 40 years, I think what helps a person who's in the hospital, something like that, is knowing that you guys are going to be okay when they're not there. And it's like if you continuing on those traditions, those things are important. They're like the foundation of your family.
Yeah.
And it's like you're actually doing them a great service to keep that going. And that'll make them feel better, whether they realize that or not. But it's like if they die, they're like, no, this is what I wanted. This is why we've been working all this time and doing all this stuff, so you guys have something that's grounding you.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
My whole thing with Terry was, I felt every time she took one step forward, she would take two back. And you kind of get why she would have the resentment, so she would take one step back. But when she always overdid it a little bit. And then it made it tough to, like, really sympathize with her sometimes because you're just like, well, now you're just being extra.
Yeah.
Like, I get, like, that phrase, like, you being extra now. Like, you had a point, but now you're just going overboard with this shit.
Yeah. Well, but then again, that's it's the victim mentality.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in all actuality, she has been victimized. Her sister stole a guy and stuff like that.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think I get that with Kenny, right? It was Kenny that was her
boyfriend
with
first.
Maxine. Yeah, she was. But we never got how long they were dating. She clearly still really liked Kenny. Like, because when they have that scene, by the way, we had to play that scene with the Drew Hill playing in the background. We ain't making love no more.
Mm-hmm.
This soundtrack was on fire. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
This soundtrack was bad.
Yeah.
But when Kenny, we don't know how long they were dating, and that the roller rink, and then fucking Maxine just looks more fun. She just seems more fun and more energetic. Fucking, they were doing curtsying and shit. Like Vanessa Williams was like 55 years old. What was that? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go with the fun sister, and she's shaking her ass and stuff. And I'm
listen,
it's
man.
Vivica A. Fox, bro.
I've said
in
it
the
on
90s.
I've said it on this podcast before. You never come between siblings, though. For you to do that, you're a piece of shit. Doesn't matter.
What if they were only? What if that was their first date?
Doesn't matter.
Really? That's their first date. You would potentially change, like, not history, but like the positive trajectory of like a couple that could have like a very positive impact because of like
you say this because you don't have any siblings. This is the only reason you have this.
What's going on here? Because you keep talking about the sibling thing.
You cannot.
You're saying this about your brother, right?
Yeah,
about your brother.
Yes. About
so here's the thing for you, then, right?
Okay.
Let's say you're dating a girl, and then you break up,
Mm-hmm.
and your sister starts hooking up with that girl. Would you still feel the same way?
Yes.
Oh.
So it's like, were you looking at her the entire time that we were together?
But why does that matter? If they found happiness, what does it matter? If you're not together, what does it matter?
No. That's your family, man. That you don't do that to your fucking family. That's the last person that fucking should start dating somebody that you saw, because like that's family. It's like now it's
what if it's years apart? What if it's years removed from when you dated this person?
I'm still not okay with it.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Because I'm always gonna wonder. So like when I was dating this girl, were you fucking sitting there trying to figure out how you could get her?
See, I would think that with friends, but not with my siblings. Because I would think my siblings would know how like weird that would be, and so you have to really, really like somebody in order to like roll the dice with that.
Brandon, if you sibling, you probably shared a fucking bathtub with him. You may have shared a bed with him. You shared everything your entire life. there's a much stronger bond than just a friend.
Okay.
It's on a whole nother
I get it.
level.
I'm never going to get it because I don't have siblings.
Brandon, it's like a whole nother fucking level. Like that's almost like, oh, I'm gonna kill you now.
Okay.
Listen.
Can we
listen? You can say everybody can say I'll take it. I was wrong about Powerline. I am not wrong about this.
I do want to go back to the evil light skinned brother because first of all, why did Burr let him feel her up at the wedding? He all rubbing up on her titties.
You know what? The
first
dick
of all,
must
I
have
was
been
like,
good. The dick must have been good.
Yeah, because she lets it happen.
Yeah, no, he must have been laying down some fucking grade A fucking dick on her to the point where she just be like, "Oh shit, here he comes."
But she's looking at him like this nigga. But she still lets him fill her up. Then he buys her a bracelet.
She wears it later on.
She wears it later on, which is actually already disrespectful.
I would have pawned
Then
that shit.
She calls him in personally to get her husband a job, and he does that real quick.
Yeah,
like the turnover is like less than 5 hours from when she meets this dude. And here's
he strictly did that just so he could fucking fuck with him.
He did it so he could fuck with him, but I also think even though she said I just promised to go to dinner with him, I was like, you knew there was more expectations to that.
Well, no, yes, but like for him, he was just like, and I can have this motherfucking office. I can just fuck with it anytime I want.
Yeah, there was no reason for him to go and talk to that guy.
Yeah, that was this
and instigate him like that.
Yeah,
that's why I thought the ending was kind of weird when he comes home. When he comes to Big Mama's house at the end, he's like, "Oh, they called your boy back because I'm a good worker." And I'm like, "So is light skinned dude not worth there no more?" Because he was like in charge of marketing. Unless they found out that he instigated the whole thing, because he was calling. I'll be goddamn if my wife's ex comes up to me talking about how he was calling her Coca-Cola bottle because of her shape and stuff and how she's juicy and stuff. I'm gonna fucking kill somebody.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you.
He got off easy with Mekhi Phifer stomping
kicks.
him.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be dropping a fucking big elbow on this motherfucker from the top of a goddamn machine. Like you no. I remember when I was in high school, this dude was doing some disrespectful shit to my girlfriend.
What the fuck was he doing?
He was always making these little jokes like, "Oh, I gotta take your girl," stuff like that. I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And like she was in her locker, some shit like that. And he walked behind her and like unzipped his pants and stuff like that, and looked at me. Not gonna lie, choked him out in the middle of the fucking hallway. And I whispered in his ear, "Do that shit again. I ain't gonna let you go." He never did it. He never did it again.
True, yeah.
He never did it again. Like you have, like you cannot, as a man, you cannot stand for that. Even if you're gonna catch an ass whooping, you cannot stand for that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Listen, I was having a conversation the other day. I said, "Listen, if 88 Mike Tyson did some fucking shit and like did some wild shit, to my girl, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, listen, I know this is not gonna go well, but I was just like, yo, Mike, you're gonna have to fucking chill, bruh." And then it's just like, so what are you gonna do? It's like, I'm gonna take that ass whooping, but I'm gonna you gonna have to fucking chill. It's like, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do, and knowing I'll get my ass kicked, but like you can't let that slide.
I told Tatiana, I'm like, I need you to understand. I know, like, I'm a small dude, but I was like, you have to understand. I got one. I'm like the Hulk. No, I'm like being very serious. I have a lot of repressed anger. Like, it comes out. You've seen me, like, sort of, like, have my temper tantrums and stuff. Now, imagine that with I'm seeing someone I love being, like, compromised. I truly have told Tatiana this. I truly worry about the one day when I'm just gonna lose my mind and see some shit, especially if I have kids. And I'm gonna end up killing somebody by accident.
Yeah.
Like, because you don't understand, like, especially like when you're being disrespectful to my wife or something like that, and you say some shit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind because I don't know when to stop,
dude.
Once I start seeing blood, that blood gonna be flowing in the river.
The blood of the gods will flow like the ancient waters of Babylon.
That's one of the funniest lines, by the way.
It is.
At the longest yard is one of the funniest lines. That crazy old dude says that.
Yeah.
And Adam Sandler, the episode's like,
okay.
Right.
See, fuck. I was about.
We talking about Faith and Miles fucking.
Yeah, we
By
got
the way,
off of
he
other
raw
places.
dogged the shit out of her, which was pretty disrespectful. There's a lot of disrespect
yeah.
happening in this movie.
Oh, yeah. Faith in my. Oh yeah, he said 0 fucks.
I never watched the show, but I imagine if those characters continued, she definitely was pregnant.
Dude.
Because he ain't fucked Vanessa Williams in a long time. He doesn't seem like the kind of dude that would go on Pornhub.com. So, because before he even had an internet porn, so he had to.
And he was too into his music, so he wasn't.
Yeah, he just blew up that club.
Yeah, he shot. That's a fucking white ropes. Fucking gym class, nigga.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. This motherfucker shot a fucking battle rope out of his dick. Man, my arms are tired.
Wait, we gotta talk about the Uncle Pete. Like a fucking urban legend in his own house.
Fucking Loch Ness Monster Pete.
What the fuck, dude? They were dropping off food and stuff, trying to get in his room. He never said nothing. He didn't even know. He didn't even go to Big Mama's funeral.
No, that's fucked up.
That was crazy.
Nobody walked up and was like, "Hey, Uncle Pete, Big Mama died."
No one talked to this nigga. At the end of the movie, he comes out. Everyone's like, "Uncle Pete?" I'm like, wait. Nigga, you've been married to Maxine at least 15 years.
And you ain't
never seen this motherfucker upstairs?
Yo.
It's like, whoa.
Yo, his fucking nieces look like, oh, shit, that's what he looks like. They kind of look at him the same way.
By the way, when we find out that, because, there's always a story about there's a stash of money hidden somewhere in the house or whatever. Then we find out it's Uncle Pete's TV because he comes downstairs with the TV for some reason.
No, because he thought the house was on fire.
Oh, the house is on fire, yeah. And it drops and then it breaks and all this money flies out. And I was like, first of all, we always heard about Uncle Pete watching his TV. But here's the thing. There's no way, Justin, you know where I'm going with this. There's no way that TV was working because it was stuffed with money. So, for all this time, what the fuck is Uncle Pete watching? What does he think he's watching?
This nigga's just sitting there listening to the radio and looking at the TV.
just looking at it like static.
Oh, God. Brandon, when that happened, it fucking killed me. It fucking killed me, man. It so fucking killed me. Oh, shit. Oh, God. All right, so, oh, shit. We're so off the fucking beat path.
No, I mean, we're talking about it. This has been an old movie. People get, it's
most people.
1997.
Yeah, you have to see this movie. You have to have seen this movie.
But, I mean, everything goes south when Big Mama dies. When she starts getting sick. Because she starts getting sick at one Sunday dinner.
Hold on.
Are you going to play the butter scene?
No.
I'm not getting my leg cut off.
Didn't want to cut off a leg because it's diabetic.
Mama, you have to. There's no blood circulating to that leg.
How's she getting around?
I'm diabetic.
It's not dead yet. It's probably not dead yet. Now,
nobody's cutting off my leg. And that's that.
Now my question is, she burns herself on the stove.
Yeah.
And
She burns her arm, and then everyone's like, Big Mama. And she's like, get the butter, baby. And I was like, oh, no.
Just give me some butter. You don't need butter. You need coal. Here's some ice, bitch. And but that's William, like, clearly she's
cortisone.
Like, no,
You
you
need some
don't need
cortisone
fucking
cream.
butter. But then it's just like, you haven't been eating right. It's just like, what does her burning her arm on the stove have to do with her fucking diabetes? There's no correlation.
Because she didn't feel the pain, that's why.
Really? Is that?
I think so, because she didn't even know that she was burning.
But I'm not gonna lie, it kind of killed me when then she's sitting at dinner and she's got that arm all wrapped.
Yo, you an asshole.
Piece of shit. They ain't cutting off my leg.
She goes into a fucking coma, man. That was sad.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, because they ended up do want to amputate the leg, and then she has a stroke during it, and then she's in a coma for 5 weeks.
Yeah, and then she wakes up when the grandson Ahmad's there.
Yeah,
and then says, get the family together, and then she dies. But my whole thing was that really, did that really happen, or did he just envision that because he was under such distress?
Oh, you mean the point where Ahmad started talking to Big Mama?
Yeah,
And
I
he was
wrote that
just
down.
like-
I wrote down Ahmad's going cuckoo bananas.
He's like, no problem, Grandma. I got you. We'll turn over the earth, or as you call it, fertilizer. It's just like, no, yeah, fertilizing the earth. That's actually a thing. But oh fuck.
I mean, dude, there's so many things we could talk about. We could talk about Lem and the printing job that definitely is obsolete at this point. He's definitely that character in real life is out of a job right now.
Yeah, yep. Probably moved to Baltimore. He's part of the Wire. He probably ended up in one of those houses.
My whole thing was like, because a bird is like, oh, the salon's doing really well, blah blah blah. And she calls in the dude, and then Mekhi Phifer obviously finds out this other guy got him a job at the printing factory because he gets fired from his initial job because he lied on an application. Which I was
He
like,
was a convict.
I was like, well, what did you do to get that flagged? Because usually after like a few weeks, like I don't understand how people find that out.
No, I mean, I've known somebody that's happened to. Came
Well,
out later.
after a few weeks, like it came out that they were like a convict or something. Like that?
Yeah.
How does that come out though?
It depends. They can do a fucking audit or some shit like that, and they're just like, let's check all this shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
got it.
And
yeah,
it came out. I know somebody that shit happened to.
Damn.
It
but
sucks.
Yeah, he gets the job at the printing place.
But I'm pretty sure, dude named fucking Chet, they ain't doing that shit.
But Lem finds out, and then he goes to the hair salon, slams the door so hard it breaks. Which I was like, that's crazy.
No, I like the level of business he was ready to show. I'm sorry, guys. I did. Because I would be fucking pissed, too.
I would be, too, but he's going into that room hot as hell, and then it sounds like he's beating the shit out of her in the back.
But hold on. Think about it, though. This dude who obviously has some sort of relationship with your wife, and he's coming in there and he's antagonizing you. Yeah. And then, like, the first thing going through your head is just like, wait, and she, the only reason I got this job because she talked to him, whatever. What the fuck did she do?
Exactly. Yeah. And she's got this bracelet that I've never seen before.
Yeah. And knowing this motherfucker's rich, she's making $80,000 a year. But then again, it's 1997, so it's
he was stunned on that number.
Yeah.
A brother like me making $80,000 a year.
Yeah. Like, come on, nigga.
I gotta bring up other brothers. Say you gotta do the same. You know what I mean? Juicy lips, close up on that George Tillman. Look at my lips. That shit made me so uncomfortable.
It was, and he's just puffing
like extra
on that
moist.
cigar.
Yeah, it was like LL Cool J moist.
Mm-hmm. He represents Queens. He was raised out in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. So like, I get why he was mad.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, the only thing about that argument was just like, okay, you gotta calm down. Yeah, he pushed her, but like everything else, the things that were said, stuff like that, I kind of condone it. Yeah. I kind of condone
Stay
it.
the fuck away from me.
Well, I mean,
and tell your sister not to send her cousin to fuck me up,
because it ain't gonna work.
The cousin escalated that so quickly, he just broke a beer bottle over his head. It's like,
yeah,
okay.
First of all,
it's clearly 10 o'clock. it's time to fight.
Ding, ding.
What do you expect me to do? He's like, you shouldn't have had a gun. It's like, a nigga came into a bar and just beat a bottle over my head.
No, well, 3 niggas came into the bar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know you. First of all, I thought it was crazy that he wouldn't know any of the cousins. But we also know how long him and Burr were together. But it was weird because in one of the early dinner scenes, right, the Kenny asked Lem, how'd you end up in jail?
True.
And I'm like, you guys have been married. Like, how's the family not already talked about this?
True. Like, yeah, how long
There's like
were
some
they
weird
together?
holes there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, Big Mama dies. And then Ahmad tries to bring everyone together by saying he knows where the money is, but he's going to every individual member in the family to convince them to go to the house for Sunday Sunday afternoon.
At 3 o'clock.
It's like, if I were Miles and I just got caught cheating on my wife with her cousin, why would I think this young nigga gonna tell me where the secret treasure trove is and no one else.
I'd be like, yeah, this little nigga setting me up to get my
Yeah,
ass
like,
whooped.
how's no one knowing? First of all,
fucking Uncle fucking Garrett. What was the fucking name?
Ahmad overstepped though by because Terry shows up immediately knows she shouldn't be there, and he's still like, no, your family. I'm like, Ahmad, I know you're young and you're ambitious and you want everyone to be like a whole a good person and put turn the other cheek and shit. But this is you're out of line for this one.
Yeah,
because you don't understand how grown folk shit works.
Yeah, this is beyond.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just like, let me talk to you, Ahmad. My cousin fucked my husband.
Well, can you play that scene when they all confront? They had the confrontation in the kitchen when Vanessa Williams talks about the family fucking her husband.
Oh man, that was rough.
Yo, that was. Whew. And then you got Drew Hill playing in the background. That's a heartbreaking scene. What happened to Drew Hill, by the way? Did Cisco fuck that up by going solo? Because didn't they get another nigga to fill in for Cisco?
Scolios.
His name was Scoliosis?
No. It was like Scola, some shit like
they
that.
They replaced Cisco with a nigga named Scola?
Yeah, they did. No. He did that album with them. It was like 6 of them. It was like 5 of them or whatever.
Why would they do that? That's just more money out the pot.
Hold on. Here's the scene. Oh, yeah.
Terry, you okay? Are you all right?
Don't you think it deserves a
I love me. I thought she was gonna kiss him right away when this was going on.
She probably did a take where she did.
Vanessa Williams. Oh.
Sounds like they're fucking right now.
After all these years, you and Max still together. I still envy that.
Yeah, she's 55 and still looking great.
I always thought that maybe if you and I had gotten married, life would be different. But it wouldn't. I'd find a way to screw it up.
Terry, you can't.
What y'all doing over here?
Just talking about this cake.
Talk about this cake, you know.
Everybody talking about.
Not talk about how my wife's sister wants to fuck me still.
Since we're all together here tonight, I feel like this is a good time for us to talk about Mama's hospital bills. And y'all know her insurance ain't gonna cover everything.
What we're talking about, since the 5 of us are all here, so maybe we can all pitch in, take care of this tonight.
Yes.
Well, what about all that money that Mama has stashed somewhere?
That's just a myth, Bird. So, I felt that Terry and Miles could pay for everything, and then maybe we can pay you all back in installments or something.
Don't you start running that game on me again. What, do you expect me to bail Lem out of jail, too?
Now, come on, Terry. Lem doesn't have anything
Yeah,
to
she
do
just
with
pulled that out for no
How we
reason.
can pay for Mama's bills is by selling the big house.
What?
We are not selling the house.
Mama and Daddy saved their whole life for that house, Terry.
We can't even agree on anything as small as Sunday dinners. Nobody's paying for the taxes or the utilities except me. And now we can finally put Uncle Pete in a home like we've been talking about for years.
We are not putting Uncle Pete in a home. Mama
We don't
would
even know if he
kill us.
exists.
I'm selling the house.
You're not selling the house.
I am the guardian of her estate. That means I make the decisions.
Come on now, Terry, listen to what they're saying, all right? Your mama worked hard to keep that house in the family, for everyone, for you and your
Oh,
family.
fuck the family! The family, I let the family in my house. You know what? The family fucked my husband. Yeah, Faith fucked my husband.
And Miles is like, oh no.
The cat's out the bag.
And what are you gonna say, huh?
Terry,
Terry, what?
can we talk about
Can we talk about what? Fuck you!
She's coming with a knife and everything. Yeah, Vanessa Williams, she killed that scene. She did good. She did good. I feel bad for her. I'm looking at the poster of Soul Food. 30% of this poster is Vanessa Williams' teeth. The poster for Soul Food. It's just a big smile.
How dare you? How dare you, sir? That's a beautiful mouth.
I just, Jesus Christ. You know what? It's so weird because Ahmad gets everyone to go to the house for Sunday dinner. Even Mekhi Phifer, he's been out of jail for a while. It seems like he just hasn't seen Bird. And then everyone shows up to the house. And I'm like, this poor kid's going through hell and back to get everyone in this house. Everyone eventually gets into this huge fight, even though the women automatically just start cooking, which I thought was like questionable.
Yeah,
And just like immediately, just like, you know what? I'm just gonna start cooking the soul food now. No. We have our beef, but we family cooking dinner. But then Ahmad leaves the dish when everyone gets in the huge fight. He leaves a dish rag on the stove, which starts the fire. And I wrote down, well, yeah, this is what's gonna happen when you cook with 90% grease and butter. You're gonna have a grease fire.
I mean, they put butter on their wounds. Give me the butter.
Did your my great grandmother used to put Vaseline on everything. She used to put it on her scalp. She used to put it on cuts, on burns, anything.
Well, I mean,
just Vaseline.
A little petroleum jelly goes.
She used
a
to put it
long
on
way.
her lips.
Yeah,
Our family used to put petroleum jelly on our lips.
Yeah.
Think about how shiny our lips look when we were young. We didn't know no better.
I used to put it on my lips too. Put it in your hair.
That's why you lost all your hair, nigga.
How dare you?
Just
Fuck
put
you.
petroleum jelly on that.
Fuck you.
Like his hairstyle or something.
But it's like, instead of, lotion, yes, put some petroleum jelly on yourself. Vaseline.
It's just slippery. You can always get out. A rapist can never get me. Because I'm fucking covered in jelly.
Or maybe they can get you even better.
Yeah. I mean, at least they have easy access to some holes.
Whoop, slip right in.
But petroleum jelly on your lips, though, I'm so glad I learned about not doing that by the time I got to high school and was after kissing girls. Imagine you kissing a girl and then she bites your lips and scrapes back. And it's just like a little mouthful of petroleum jelly from your lip.
Well,
there's
obviously,
no flavor.
Obviously, you're not putting a fucking big ass glob on your lips. It's, shit. You need to carry the little container with petroleum jelly, the little tiny ones you get. Oh, classic shit, man.
But the last thing I want to talk about is, like, obviously when Big Mama dies in this movie, it fucks with the family a lot.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, my Nana died, like, from my immediate family, that was, like, a huge tremor in the family. Like, and we haven't really found our footing since. It's getting better, but definitely there's still a lot of problems. Like, and so I just think about every family. I feel like every family has that one rock, and once that rock like moves, things are fucked up for a long time.
Yeah, I would say so. Or it's the event. There's the event that fucking then just shakes the complete foundation of it. I would say that. I would say that as well. I mean, fucking death is not fucking easy. No matter how old they are, for some reason people feel like this person will be around forever. I remember my grandmother died. It's just like that's the first death I had to deal, that I had to deal with. And I remember talking to my mom about it, and like I was consoling my mom about it. I was like, yeah, it's just people gotta go, and she lived a long life and stuff like that. But I feel like after that, I became like, oh, Justin's good with death. So like Justin's, he's good. So when my dad died, everyone
looked at you to be like the
which it was just like so you got to help out everybody else. But it's just like, what guys, I got shit going on too. Like this sucked. So it's hard. It's a hard fucking thing to.
And not everybody. I mean, it sucks, man, because you lose your family, and then you're looking around like if I were on mine, I'd be like, man, I'm so conflicted right now. I lost my big mama. Grandparents are the best, by the way. Grandmas are the best. Like, that's the thing that kind of like pisses me off a little bit about my mom. Like you had some problems as a mom. Like to me, you made some poor choices, but I know fucking 100% you're gonna be an awesome grandma, and I'm gonna be really mad at my kid. I'm gonna be really jealous of my kid because he's gonna get 100% of your effort and attention and good decisions.
Well, you know what the thing is. I have older brothers and sisters, 16 years apart and shit like that.
You have one brother that's like 92, right?
You fucking 60.
Holy fuck.
61. Yeah, 61. But it's like my parents made mistakes, with them. Yeah. But then by the time that like my older brother closest to me, and we came, it was just like they'd figured their shit out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's
yeah,
like
that first child's always gonna, ooh, mama.
So like my older brother is my mom's previous marriage. She'll say he'll be like, it's like, oh yeah, y'all got fucking y'all got skinny Carol, y'all got happy Carol, stuff like that, and it goes stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, well, I mean, she was older, so she wasn't the fucking wild animal that she was when she first had you guys. It's just like I'm sorry that I was born 16 fucking years later.
It's like, oh yeah, y'all know what it's like to get shanked by your mama in the middle of the night because you forgot to put the toilet seat down. Like, what?
Y'all don't know what it's like to get in trouble in school and your mama show up and beat you in front of your class. My mom did that.
She beat you in front of the class?
No, my older brother did.
Oh,
she
shit.
beat my older brother in front of his class. This is like, that is a no-no. But yeah, I mean, she'd be in jail right now.
You can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that now.
You can't do that now.
Them white folks will put you in jail real quick.
Yeah. But I mean, he wasn't in a white school, so
I remember.
He's in
Yeah, 'cause
Ozone, Queens.
black schools would be like, "I'm glad you came into the building."
Exactly.
I'm glad you showed up because we can't find you at parent-teacher conferences. By the way, I went to one school because we're talking about Vivica A. Fox and stuff. I went to one school with the principal looked like Vivica A. Fox, and she wore like the tightest fitting clothing. She was the baddest principal I ever seen in my life. I doubt she's still in that profession because I'm sure she got some scandals or got in trouble for something. She was definitely fucking a dad or two. Definitely.
Definitely. Listen, Godspeed to that man if you look like Vivica.
And this is a beautiful cast. It is. Can we break down our rating system before I get a chub going?
See, another thing is like when Miles was talking to the what's the cousin?
Oh, Faith.
Faith.
Mm-hmm.
When Miles was talking to Faith, he was just like, "You're." It's just like, you know, because she was like, you know, I'm always on the move and stuff like that. You know, I got to keep on moving. He's just like, it's like that's bullshit. He's like, you're always running. You're always running.
Yeah.
It's like you always feel like. Hold on, I just find the fucking scene. Because I think that was a really good scene, and that I think that resonated with me, especially as somebody who ran for a very long time. Hold on, I just passed it. There we go.
Living under the same roof together is not working. Terry's tough.
So you're letting her run you out of here, huh?
You're damn right. No, besides that, I need my own space. I'm always on the go, and I can't stay in one place too long. And I got this new gig, so...
So you gotta go.
I don't know, it's always been like that. But, you know, we're all cool. There's no hostilities or anything like that. It's just... when it's time to go, it's time to go.
That's bullshit.
Excuse me?
Sounds like bullshit. And that's a lonely life. You should stop pretending you don't need anybody because you're just lying to yourself. That's how I see it.
Real talk. It's real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop pretending you don't need motherfuckers. It's like, oh, fuck you guys. Yeah.
I mean, it's just, you know, some people, that's a defense mechanism.
Yeah. My shit for a long time, man. Fucking runaways were like, all right, fuck y'all niggas. Like, I feel like I did, like, a lot of stuff that people needed help with and shit like that. Like, I did it all on my own. So then I got used to it. I'm just like, guys, I'm good. I'll just do this on my own. So I, like, never let people in to help me with shit. And it's just like, it takes a long time for you to get to this. So it's like, yeah, maybe I need to stop fucking...
Yeah, you can't be a Lone Ranger forever, man.
Yeah, the Lone Ranger.
You eventually got to be part of a family. Family. We ride together, we die together.
That's why, guys, I suggested that we do the Fast and Furious series for Thanksgiving, because it's all about family. Family. Speaking of family, guys, this is it. Big announcement.
Are you going to say it?
Yeah, this is it. So, first of all, so we've been talking about big announcement coming for Medium Popcorn, but, you know, couldn't say and things like that. And I think you guys caught wind by saying family. But, yeah, guys, I'm having a baby.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm having a fucking baby. And the reason, yeah.
Having fucking baby.
Yeah, well, I mean, shit, it's a fucking baby. It's like, because it changes your life immediately.
Oh, yeah.
but like the reason we didn't say anything about it, I haven't been posting because like things have been fucking madness. Also because my baby has this thing called gastroschisis, which I just wanted to touch on really quick because like because when the doctor first diagnosed it, we didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
So, you think the worst thing is like, oh, we're going to lose this fucking baby and whatnot. But it turns out basically his intestines are growing outside of his body. And so it's like a small hole on the side of his belly and, shit's coming out. And, basically it's not that bad. It's just like he's born, put his intestines put it back in him over like a week's time, stuff like that. And, he'd be good, live a normal fucking life.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing with, we have all this technology, modern technology. We also have the internet, which is like, can be the best and worst fucking thing.
Yeah.
And like, the girl's online and she's reading about all this stuff and going through all this stuff. And she's reading everybody else's pain and the worst case scenario possible. Possible. And it just got to the point where it's just like you can't do this to yourself because she was fucking going crazy and like and it's obviously the stress of that isn't good for a woman who's who has a child. So like that's so after 1,001 fucking tests and everything, they found out like this is exactly what it is, and because there could be another thing it could have been. And if it was that, then it's really bad. We found that it's just a gastroschisis thing, and so baby's gonna be fine and whatnot. But it's like, that's why I've been like, crazy busy and fucking like I know like sometimes in the last few months it's just like Justin Fields seems a little off. It's because I've been tired as fuck. Because I've been working like a fucking wild man and fucking just has...
Trying to hustle for this baby, man.
Yeah, trying to hustle for the baby.
That's why y'all need to sign for Patreon.
This is a commercial, guys. This is a commercial.
That's why y'all need to sign for $2 at least.
Dude.
Sign for the $2 Patreon. It's only $12... No, it's more than $12 a month. It's $24 a year. Come on.
Yeah, $24.
You can do that.
Well, I mean... oh, shit.
Nigga, will you put on your notifications?
I had to put it on the computer on mute.
On mute?
On mute. Hey, man. Shit.
This is why niggas gotta read.
Fuck you. So, I just, thank you guys. Because, you guys were actually keeping me sane throughout all this shit. And, and on top of having a baby, you have 1,000 other things going on in your fucking life. And it's like, it's been a hard few months. And, like, it's just, I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate you. Even the people who are not Patreons, who just fucking listen. You guys have been helping me through all this stuff. And I wanted to share it earlier, but there was really no...
On behalf of our listeners and our Patriots, congratulations, Justin. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to seeing this baby.
Yes,
I'm gonna be crazy with this baby.
Oh, it's a boy, guys. It's a boy.
Oh yeah,
there is no gender fucking reveal. It's a fucking boy.
You should have done a gender reveal party and then like the fireworks go off and start a fire.
What?
That would have been hilarious.
Wait, what?
Is that a bad omen, you think? At a gender reveal party, if like fireworks go off and then they start a like massive fire?
Yeah, because then the baby's Hitler.
Oh Jesus! All right then.
No, I mean, you know what, Brandon? So I mean, we're gonna have a baby shower and things like that. Yeah. Brandon, I want you to come to my baby shower dressed as Candyman, because I want Candyman. You remember the gender reveal from the live show?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should come to the
I'm
baby
not
show
doing
dressed as
that.
Candyman.
I'm not fucking crazy, dude.
Why not, Brandon?
I'm not gonna do that.
Why
Your
not?
friends, nobody's gonna get it. I'm gonna look creepy. I'm gonna look like the fucking dude from I Know What You Did Last Summer. People are gonna want to get it. I'm just gonna
I
look
don't
like
know, Brandon. I don't know.
All right. Anyways, Justin, can you break down our rating system?
So our rating.
Holy fuck, man! That just got really weird.
Yeah, because I want to make you look stupid, man.
It ain't gonna work, nigga. I'm 2 steps ahead of you. I'm like the penguin. As you were saying about the rating system.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Why are you like the penguin?
Because I'm smart, nigga. Oswald Cobblepot. That's why he's like a #1 adversary to Batman, because he's so smart.
If you said like the Riddler, I'd have been more on that one.
Oswald uses politics still to fuck with Batman. That's some crazy shit.
ratings.
Still, I would have went. Anyhow, so we rate our movies bags of popcorn, small, medium, large, the XL for the exceptional.
Put your booty on.
And then if the movie does not deserve any popcorn, you can throw it into the dog shit pile.
Dog shit.
So, Brandon, we watched Soul Food, 1997, with the cast, Nia Long, Vanessa L., don't you fucking disrespect her, but I ain't putting the L in there, and Vivica A. Fox. What say you? What do you think?
This gets a large.
A large popcorn.
Love this movie. George Tillman Jr., who did Barbershop, this movie, The Hate You Give, which we also are doing a review soon. Very solid. He did Notorious, so that's a step backwards. But, this is solid. And just, Jesus Christ, Nia Long and Vivica A. Fox. Nia Long is still bad, but 90s Vivica A. Fox, that's some hot chocolate right there.
You know what? I feel like they gave Vanessa Williams the power haircut, the short bob in this movie, and I feel like that's why you may be a little bit disrespecting her. But Vanessa,
I think that was the look back then, because remember, I think Jada Pinkett had a similar look in Scream too. That might have been the look for
no. That's like a power successful woman. Jada just usually wore her hair short. She always has.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
What say you, Justin?
But this is getting large. I mean, it's
just like them titties.
It's good to watch a movie with black people. That's of course you had some some bullshit in here, but it was like just kind of real family dynamics and things like that, and there's a lot of positive messages in here on top of some of the craziness, but that stuff happens in every single family, so it's unavoidable.
True. Justin, how can people follow you, man?
Guys, you can follow me at JBrownDiddy on Twitter and Instagram. Brandon,
you can follow me at American Cons, AmericanCons.com. You can follow the show at Medium P Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can also leave a 5-star review, which we got a new one, Justin.
Oh, shit.
From Me Marie. 5 stars. They write, hilariously entertaining. I've been listening to this podcast for a while, but I don't think I left a review. Shame on me. You right there, girl. Justin and Brandon are great hosts, and I laugh every episode. If I listen to an episode before I see the movie, it makes whatever the movie that much funnier, so it all works out. LOL. Keep it up. So thank you. Leave a 5-star review on iTunes or Stitcher. We'll read it on the show. You can also sign up for Patreon at patreon.com/mediumpopcorn. $2, $5, $10 packages. Please sign up. It helps support us and Justin's future baby.
Baby Brown.
Baby Brown.
March 19.
And then also, if you don't want to sign up for Patreon, you're already a Patriot, we got swag. So go on tpublic.com/mediumpopcorn.
We got swag. We got swag.
And $50 bags. You're supposed to help me.
You were helping me there, Brandon.
All right. Man, I fucked that up.
Yeah, you shit the bed.
All right. But, folks, please try to support the show. Even if you left a 5-star review or you can't afford to sign up for Patreon or you already signed up for Patreon, you've done all these things. You've even bought a T-shirt on TeePublic. Just tell friends about the show. Keep telling people about the show. That's going to help us grow. It's going to help our metrics grow on iTunes and all that stuff. We're on Spotify now. Tell a friend about the show. Share it on social media. #MediumPopcorn. If we see somebody posting about the shit, #MediumPopcorn, and it gets a lot of social media attention, you will get a free shirt from us. Believe that.
Please believe it.
Show them what your mama
Feel me?
Because I need y'all to remember, as we hold you, we love you, we rub your face ever so lovingly, and we say, Mama, Mama, you know I love you. Mama, Mama, you're the queen of my heart.
The queen of my heart.
Your love is like tears from afar. No. Mama, I just want you to know.
Mama, I just wanted you to know.
Loving you is like food to my soul.
Loving you is like food to my soul.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Boys to men. Back.
That's me. And Justin Brown for your moving needs. Medium popcorn. Woo! You haven't seen it, well, we're gonna spoil it.
Spoil it in your face.
That's your warning. So if you get pissed, it's all your fault.